If you're struggling but looking for a way to beat the skinny fat and you want to go from looking like something like this to something like this, listen to this video because I'm going to explain what skinny fat is and how to actually break the skinny fat and get lean like you always wanted to. So my name's Adam Bono. I'm an online fat loss professional. I specialize in hormonal priming and body recomposition, and I've helped 89 men in just the last 6 months alone get to the leanest body fat percentage they've ever been. And multiple of those men have came in a position where they have been and it's stuck in what we call the skinny fat phase, which is a phase where it doesn't look like you have a lot of muscle tissue, but it also doesn't look like you look lean, right? So I've successfully helped a ton of these men get six-pack shredded and beat the skinny fat for good. So the first thing you need to know about skinny fat in general is skinny fat is the inadequate amount of muscle tissue to fat ratio. And the biggest thing you need to know is that you will not beat skinny fat eating less food and doing more cardio. One, because what's probably gotten you skinny fat in the past, you're probably someone who's lost 20, maybe 30, 40, even maybe more pounds in the past, but now you're in a position where you're low in calories, you start to degrade a lot of muscle tissue, you're no longer as strong as you used to be, and you're stuck with that look with the kind of watery midsection, maybe some lower back fat, and you just don't feel like that you can get to that lean physique that you want, no matter how low you get your calories, no matter how much cardio you do, and you're kind of just spinning your wheels. You will not break this doing more cardio or eating less food. I'm sorry. Because what skinny fat is the inadequate amount of muscle tissue to body fat. So the more muscle tissue that you have, the leaner that you will appear, the higher your metabolism will be, and also the drier, the more defined your abs will be. Take, for instance, all these clients. What is one thing you realize about all these clients that were stuck in, quotation, the skinny fat phase? They are all up in weight. They are not down in weight, right? They're all up in weight. Because what skinny fat is a lack of actual muscle tissue. So you have one, if you've been trying keto, or you've been trying these very high caloric deficits, one, what happens in a process called gluconeogenesis as the body starts to use energy from actual muscle tissue, start to break muscle tissue down because it's now in a state of survival. It doesn't have much carbohydrates to actually feed the body. So it goes to look for other energy sources and lands on muscle tissue and protein. It starts to break down muscle tissue. So all of these guys are up in weight and absolutely peeled, right? And even like Mason, for instance, one of my really, really good clients, Mason, same weight in both these photos. How does that make sense? Because as you gain muscle tissue, your metabolism goes up as well. You're able to eat more food. You're able to look leaner. You get the tight, lean, dry look that carbohydrates can give you. And even, one of our clients, Ethan, who's gained 30 pounds, right? And with skinny fat in general, the only way to beat it is to gain muscle tissue and to eat more food. But it's not just eat whatever you want. There's a specific way to beat skinny fat that will allow you to gain muscle tissue but not put on any excess body fat. And that's what these guys are doing, these clients that I currently work with have been doing as well. There's a strategic structure to aiming macronutrients in the form of protein, carbs, and fats. So one, if you're tracking calories, you need to track macronutrients. If you're tracking macronutrients, you need to be a little bit more specific about what macronutrients you need to be intaking. Because one, if we're able to hyper-focus on giving the body just enough energy, just enough protein, and a good cascade of hormones with your fat intake to keep you lean but hyper-focus on growing lean muscle tissue, we're able to increase muscle tissue, keep body fat low, or even lose a significant amount of body fat. And even if you are the exact same weight, you can appear to be completely different because you have more muscle tissue, less body fat, you're much tighter, and you get to eat more food. Let's take bodybuilders in their off season, for example. Like, they have great abs, right? Well, why is that? It's because they have more muscle tissue, and the more muscle tissue you have, the more surface area that body fat has to cover. So you could be 15% body fat at 150, and you could be 180 with the exact same body fat, and look much, much leaner. So the people that are struggling in skinny fat, I can't iterate it enough. You're not going to break it eating less food and doing more cardio. You need to understand what calories to eat, what macronutrients to eat, and you need to strength train to build muscle tissue. So not only that your muscle tissue goes up, but metabolism goes up, your testosterone goes up with having more muscle tissue, and that will get you that lean, dry physique that you want. If you're trying to get your calories super low to break skinny fat, you're just kind of spinning your wheels, and you're going to be spinning your wheels for a very long time because you're doing it completely wrong. What you need to do, cut all the cardio you're currently doing. Stick to maybe just, a set step goal per day. Next, what you want to do is dial in your training. Train 4 to 5 days a week. Make sure to hit every muscle group twice. While you're doing that, make sure to lock in your macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fats, and be able to make sure we can nail those protein, carbs, and fats throughout the week consistently. And it's not about just eating chicken rice, beef rice, eggs. Eat what you want. My clients eat what they want. Mason eats what they want. I don't tell my clients what to eat. I teach them flexible dieting. You can eat whatever you want. You can eat that McDonald's cheeseburger. You can eat that Krispy Kreme donut. You can, if you're a busy guy, because like all the guys I work with, they're really busy guys who work 9 to 5s. Steven right here is a EMT, works night jobs, right? And he doesn't always have time to meal prep. He'll go grab some, fast food as long as it hits his macronutrients. So there's a process of actually tracking your macronutrients that I made a complete video not too long ago about flexible dieting. More than happy to go check it out. But the purpose of this video, I want to explain a little bit of detail about skinny fat. So in your own time, go check out that other video. But what I'm saying is the macronutrients matter, because what macronutrients are how they look, the cosmetic appearance of your body. Calories affect your weight to a certain point, till you get stuck in a metabolic standpoint and boxed in a metabolic purgatory. When you're eating low amounts of calories for a significant amount of time, your whole body crashes all of its hormones and all of its reproduction with less carbohydrates as you're intaking. But macronutrients affect how you look, the cosmetic look of yourself, and then micronutrients is how you feel. Micronutrients affects cholesterol levels, right? Getting a correct amount of fat intake from actually polysaturated and monounsaturated fats to reduce cholesterol levels, to reduce insulin sensitivity, blood sugar levels, diabetes, all of that stuff. It's correlated to the actual correct amount of healthy fats that you eat in a diet, right? Or the micronutrients you eat in your diet. But that's how you look, right? That's how you feel, right? So, like I said, all of these guys are up in weight. So if you're trying to lose weight and you're focused on the scale, one, that's not something you should be focused on. I think society nowadays has way too much of a focus on what the scale is. And even so, a lot of my clients who come to my program, a lot of the things I have to tell them right off the bat is like, hey, the scale doesn't always tell the truest tale. The scale always isn't the best, tracker of progress. How you look is the best tracker of progress. You think Joe right here really cares that he's up 6 pounds when he looks like this on the right? No, absolutely not. He loves the way he looks, right? Do you think, Steven right here cares that he's up 7 pounds from the left? Absolutely not. He doesn't give a shit. He looks great. So you don't care about the weight. You want to look better, right? And so you need to be doing things to make you look better, like tracking macronutrients, adding weight, adding more food, strength training, and having a good plan of attack for all of this. Because once you have a good plan of attack, there's a synergistic effect that happens, right? Everything just starts to click together, and you just start to look and appear like the best possible version of yourself. And that's what I want from all my clients, right? So I hope this video helped understand where you're at with your kind of, skinny fat problem and how to actually fix this. I try to give you guys as much value as humanly possible on my YouTube channel because I love you guys and I want to support you guys as much as possible. But if you need an actual plan for the guys who are actually serious, there is going to be a link down below that you can sign up, and I will create you, me and my team will create you a custom training program, a custom nutrition program, exactly what macronutrients to eat, exactly how to eat it, and we'll even sit down with you and plan out your day with your busy job. Those are for my guys who, obviously my paying clients who get all that great type of information, and let me tell you, It's world-class information. That's the reason why they're making the progress they are. But, you know, for the guys who just want to stop by and kind of try something new, you know, good luck. But for the ones you are serious, there is going to be a link down below. Fill that out, and I hope to be seeing you on that call.